Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're tackling something, well, really foundational for kids, nurturing their emotional intelligence. And why should you care? Well, honestly, beyond just school grades, a child's ability to understand themselves, connect with others, that's huge for, relationships, resilience.
Absolutely, for handling life's bumps.
Exactly. So we're not just talking theory here, we're digging into practical things you can actually do.
And for this deep dive, we've really leaned on insights from Dr. Surta Ram Vishnoi, specifically her Lifelines by Supremedic material and the Your Health Deserves a Lifeline series.
Right.
Dr. Vishnoi, she's a physician.
Yeah.
Right? And also a big advocate for child development, so lots of practical wisdom there.
Yeah, you can tell. So our mission today is pretty simple. Boil down Dr. Vishnoi's key ideas into a usable guide for helping kids develop that emotional intelligence.
A bit of a shortcut, maybe.
Kind of, yeah. A fast track to the core stuff. So let's start right at the beginning. What is emotional intelligence, or EQ, according to these sources?
Okay, so at its heart, Dr. Vishnoi defines it as the ability to get a handle on your emotions, to understand them, manage them, express them positively.
Yeah, the handle on them, okay.
Yeah, and it breaks down into a few key parts. First, self-awareness, just knowing what you're feeling and how it affects you.
Knowing yourself.
Then self-regulation. That's about controlling those reactions, those impulses, not letting feelings just take over.
Managing the outbursts.
Exactly. Then there's motivation, but here it's more about intrinsic drive, wanting to achieve things for yourself, not just for stickers or praise.
Okay.
Empathy is a big one, obviously. Understanding and even sort of feeling what others are going through.
Yeah, feeling with them.
Right. And finally, social skills. Basically knowing how to interact well with others. Communication, cooperation, handling disagreements.
Okay, so those are the building blocks. And it's interesting. The sources really stress that these aren't just nice to haves, are they?
Not at all. Dr. Vishnoi's work highlights actual research showing real benefits. Kids with higher EQ, they tend to do better in school.
Okay.
They generally have better mental health, fewer issues like anxiety or depression down the line, and maybe predictably, they build healthier relationships.
That all makes a lot of sense. Better academics, better mental health, better relationships. Pretty compelling.
Definitely outcomes most parents and caregivers are hoping for, right?
For sure. So with that foundation laid, let's get into the practical stuff, the how-to.
Let's do it.
All right, first key strategy, encourage emotional expression. This sounds basic, but maybe it's not always easy. Letting kids know it's okay to feel things and talk about them.
It's so important. Sometimes our instinct is to say, don't cry or calm down, right?
Yeah, stop the fuss.
But the sources really push back on that. They stress creating a safe space where all feelings are okay to express: happy, sad, angry, scared, whatever.
So how do we do that practically?
Well, Dr. Vishnoi suggests actively helping kids label their emotions. So instead of just calm down, maybe try, wow, I can see you're feeling really frustrated right now. Let's talk about that.
Giving it a name.
Exactly. It helps them connect the feeling inside with a word, understand it better. It moves from just reacting to recognizing.
Okay. And what about validating? The sources mention that too.
Yes, validation is key. It's about showing empathy, acknowledging their feeling is real, even if the reason seems small to us.
Right, like you don't have to agree with why they're upset.
Precisely. Dr. Vishnoi uses an example like, I get that you're mad because your tower fell. It's okay to feel mad when that happens. It shows you hear them, you see their world. And that builds trust, encourages them to keep sharing later on. It teaches them their feelings matter.
That makes total sense. Okay, moving on to the second tip. Teach empathy. This feels, well, incredibly necessary today. Understanding others.
It really does. Dr. Vishnoi points out it's the bedrock for compassion, for building those strong connections.
So how do we teach something like empathy? Can it be taught?
Yes, definitely. And the sources give us concrete ways. A big one is modeling it ourselves.
Leading by example.
Totally. Kids soak things up. If they see us genuinely trying to understand someone else's feelings, saying things like, oh, that sounds really tough for them, how could we maybe help? That registers.
Right. It's not just telling them, be nice. It's showing them how.
Exactly. Another tactic is actively encouraging perspective taking.
Putting themselves in someone else's shoes.
Yeah. Asking questions like, how do you think Maya felt when you didn't share? Or, if that happened to you, how might you feel? It nudges them to think beyond themselves.
Okay.
And don't underestimate stories, books, even movies sometimes. Talk about the characters' feelings, jealousy, excitement, sadness. Ask your child, Have you ever felt like that?
Using stories as a jumping off point. I
Yeah.
like that.
It builds that bridge, connects their own feelings to others. That's really the core of empathy, isn't it?
It is. Okay, tip number 3. Promote self-regulation. This feels like a superpower sometimes, even for adults, managing those big feelings.
It really can feel like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, self-regulation based on the sources is all about managing emotions and behavior, especially when things get tough or frustrating.
Right. Keeping your cool, thinking before you act.
Exactly. Kids who get better at this can stay calmer under pressure, manage impulses. It's not about not feeling things, but about handling those feelings constructively.
So how do we foster that, especially when we might be feeling stressed ourselves?
Well, that's actually the first point, modeling it again.
Yeah.
Showing them how we handle difficult emotions calmly.
Okay, so admitting our own feelings.
Yeah. Saying something like, phew, I'm feeling pretty frustrated right now, so I'm just going to take a couple of deep breaths. That's powerful modeling.
Real world example.
And practicing simple mindfulness together can help too. Things like slow breathing, maybe counting to 10 when things feel overwhelming. Doing it with them makes it less of a chore.
Like a shared tool.
Right. And finally, clear boundaries are important. Making it clear that while feelings are okay, certain behaviors like hitting or yelling mean things are not.
So feel the anger, but don't hit your brother.
Exactly. And then guiding them towards expressing it verbally instead. Use your words to tell them you're angry. It channels the emotion into a healthier outlet.
Okay, that makes sense. Feeling is okay, behavior needs guidance. Got it. Tip 4. Encourage problem-solving skills. How does this link directly to emotional intelligence?
Well, think about it. Facing a problem often involves feelings, right? Frustration, maybe confusion, determination. Emotionally intelligent kids can navigate those feelings while trying to find a solution.
Ah, okay. They don't get derailed by the emotion.
Right, they can approach challenges more confidently, build resilience, and the sources suggest we help by not jumping in with the answer immediately.
Resisting the urge to fix it for them.
Exactly. Ask guiding questions instead. What can we try here? Or what are some ideas you have for solving this?
Empowering them to think it through.
Yes. And encourage creative thinking. Let them brainstorm different solutions, even silly ones at first. Then maybe talk through the pros and cons. It builds critical thinking.
Okay, exploring possibilities.
And crucially, praise the effort. Not just whether they succeeded perfectly. Saying things like, I really like how you kept trying different ways to fix that, encourages persistence. A growth mindset, you know?
Yeah, focus on the process. Love that. Okay, final tip, number 5. Foster positive relationships. Seems like a natural outcome of the other skills, maybe.
It definitely builds on them, yeah. Dr. Vishnoi's work really emphasizes how crucial positive relationships are. It's where kids learn so much about communication, teamwork, sharing.
Real-world practice.
Absolutely. And how to handle disagreements, which are inevitable. These skills are just fundamental for happiness and well-being.
So what are the actionable things here? How do we foster these positive connections?
Well, the sources point to encouraging teamwork. Think group activities, team sports, even family projects where everyone has a role.
Learning to cooperate.
And explicitly teaching conflict resolution. When disagreements happen, guide them. Okay, let's take turns talking. Tell them how you feel using I feel statements. Now listen to their side.
Giving them actual scripts sometimes?
It can help, yeah. Teaching them to listen, to look for compromises. And underlying all of this, a supportive, loving family environment.
The foundation.
Exactly. That feeling of security and connection at home gives them the confidence and sort of the blueprint for building healthy relationships outside the home, too. Teaches them kindness and confidence in interactions.
Okay, wow. So just to quickly recap those 5 key strategies from Dr. Vishnoi's work. Encourage emotional expression.
Letting feelings be okay.
Teach empathy.
Understanding others.
Promote self-regulation.
Managing impulses.
Encourage problem-solving skills.
Finding solutions.
And foster positive relationships.
Building connections. Yeah, you can really see how they all interlock, can't you?
Definitely. They build on each other. It's a whole package.
Exactly. And focusing on these gives kids such a powerful toolkit for life, really, not just for childhood.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I guess the main message is that being intentional about this stuff, about raising emotionally intelligent kids, really sets them up for a happier, more balanced life. Your guidance is crucial.
It truly is.
Yeah.
And maybe something for you to think about. As you heard these tips, did one particularly resonate? Maybe one area you feel you could lean into a bit more. Perhaps just pick one thing, one small approach from today. and try to intentionally incorporate it this week. See what happens.
That's a great, manageable takeaway.
Yeah.
And it's good to remember this advice comes from a solid place, Dr. Surta Ram Vishnoi, with her medical background and focus on child development. It adds weight, you know?
It really does. She's dedicated to this area of emotional wellness in families.
Yeah.
And really, at the end of the day, like Dr. Vishnoi's work implies, investing time and effort in a child's emotional intelligence now, that's probably one of the best investments you can make in their future mental health.